Hey guys, my name is Melody. Welcome to my channel. A big welcome to my first video. I'm super excited to be joining the YouTube scene, creating content, adding value. So my first video is going to be my review of my time at university. So I study economics at the London School of Economics. So I really hope this is going to be insightful for people interested. I will include timestamps in the description. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So let's start with social life. I know that LSE has a little bit of a reputation when it comes to social life, but I do think it's quite good. I mean, if we start at the beginning, obviously freshers was good, lots of events and stuff like that. The department had events. I know they had like an afternoon tea, they had a boat ride, they had tours and stuff like that. Societies as well. So the ACS actually reached out to us beforehand. So in the first week they did have events that we could all attend, and it was really good to meet people. Halls as well, so I'm really glad I joined like quite a small hall, so I was able to like meet a ton of people from literally all over the world. I even made friends with like the accommodation staff. Like I remember like a lot of them were Spanish, so they would help me with my Spanish homework. Like, okay, so I did Spanish in school and I literally think I'm fluent, so I'd always be like hola. And then even as the year progressed, I would say it's still like was quite good. So I joined quite a lot of societies, so I met a lot of people through societies and things that I was involved in. Honestly, like it was amazing just to meet people from like different countries, different backgrounds, different walks of life, different ways of thinking, different ages even. Like honestly, it's been so good just meeting people, and I think that just really contributed to my experience at uni. And like I think also just being in London and just being a really vibrant city, like the people you're gonna meet gonna be from totally different walks of life and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely experienced that, and that was like one of the big things that I was thinking of when coming to LSE. I will be coming out with a why you should apply to a London uni / LSE video soon, so let me know if you'd like to see that. So with my accommodation, I do think it was a little bit of a mixed experience. So there were good points and there were bad points. So firstly, a good point that I found was that it was catered. So that saved a lot of money, a lot of time. And I mean, the food was decent. I mean, obviously it couldn't be perfect all the time, but I would say it got a good pass. However, on the other hand, my room was so small. It was so small. Like I don't know why, because not everyone's was as small as mine. Like I think it was just the floor that I was on. Like other floors had decent sized rooms. Like my friends would literally come to my room and they'd be like, so where am I gonna say it? Like it was that small. Like my friend literally came from Cardiff and she was like, why is your room so small? And I was like, I don't know, bro. Another positive, a big positive, is definitely the location of my accommodation. So it was pretty obviously central London, 20 to 25-minute walk to campus. I mean, I can't lie, can't say I was walking to campus often, no, but it was a good location. There were like tube stations nearby, gyms, food places. Yeah, location was really good. And also, excuse me, food theft was so real. Like honestly, like when you hear about it, you're like, yeah, it's standard, like uni life, whatever, but it is so different when it happens to you. Like yeah, okay, I get, you know, stealing milk, I don't really get it, but like it happens. But for me, I remember one day early on, I had cooked a full-blown meal. I was chefing. I made my pasta, my sauce, my meat, my seasoning. I was like, ooh, she a cook or whatever. Like anyways, so yeah, I had cooked my full-on meal, had some of it, put it in the fridge, was like, I'm gonna come back to that later because it was that good. Then I come back and tell me why it was empty. I will never forget because I don't know, I think when it happens to you it's just like so much more real. You're like, how could someone do that to me? So let's talk about money. Let's talk about pound, dollar, peso, naira, euro, yen. It should not take me this long to think of currencies. Like I'm literally an econ student. But anyways, university in general, but especially London, like when you're not from London, is cash loss. Like all my days. They told me beforehand, but they never told me that London would come for my wallet, take my wallet, throw my wallet in the Thames. Yo. He's gonna put you in mad debt. However, I do have a scholarship, so my education is fully funded, which I'm super grateful for, all glory to God for. However, I do have to cover my living costs. So if you'd like a video, by the way, on scholarships, on budgeting in general, let me know. I can do a follow-up video on that. I just love buzzing, forward moving cities, like, if that makes sense. Like, there's always something to do. Like, the city is not still ever, literally never sleeps. Like, especially in the first few weeks, people literally be like, oh, I heard there's an event happening 20 minutes on the central line, come with. And you're like, oh, guess I'm going. And like, I just love being able to do that, just being in a city that kind of thing can happen, and I didn't have that before coming to uni. So yeah, it's definitely a great place to be in terms of events, but obviously LSE workload does make it a little bit harder to do that. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you still do the stuff, but you just have a bit more like, this is not a wise decision, but so another aspect of LSE's vibe is definitely the career focus. So I think that's something a little bit different from other universities, but yeah, I did hear a little bit about it before coming to uni, but I never really fully deeped what they meant until I got there, and I was like, oh, this is so real. In my first week, there was talk of people already have applied, not even applying, applied to internships and stuff like that. Mind you, between me and you, I knew nothing about investment banking. Like, I generally, hand on my heart, I thought investment banking was the same as like when you go in and you pay money in the bank. Like, I literally thought that was the same. It is not the same, by the way, and if you didn't know that, it's not the same. A learning curve for me in freshers, before classes had started, I was learning. So, academics, the big one. Modules wise, I had 3 core modules, which are maths, statistics and economics, and then I took an outside option in sustainable development because, I don't know, I'm a sustainable sister, a green girl. Nobody has ever said those phrases. I literally just made that up on the spot. But I feel like it's only when you film yourself that you realize just how weird you are. A common question I get asked is, how hard is it? Are people overreacting when they say it's hard? Quick answer, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. People are not they're not overstating it. It is hard. I think it is a subjective question, obviously, but like, I'm yet to find anyone who finds it easy across any degree. Like, honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't know why. I personally found it hard. I do think that something else that affected was definitely the amount of things I was doing. So I did join a lot of societies. I was just doing random things. I just got awestruck, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, there's so many events, so many things to do. Wow. It was only in week 6 that I was like, hello? Why don't I understand what's going on? I think I just came into LSE thinking, oh, this is like school. I can pattern it. It's fine. Psh, no. No. This is not school. LSE is not your mate. While there was a lot of time that I was pulling all-nighters, working really long hours, like, I really would say that I enjoyed every second of it. Like even the times when I got delirious, it all as an experience, just memories or whatever. So overall, I loved my first year studying economics at the LSE. Thank you all so much for watching my first video. Please check out the description box below. Follow me on Instagram if you have any video suggestions. Like I said, I'm super focused on just adding value and supporting people as much as possible. So if that sounds good and you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.